Goes one. Let's go, T-Rex. It's time to go. Yeah. That's more like it. He looks more eager now, doesn't he? Yeah. Let's go. There he goes. Is there a rabbit out there? Let's go find one. 69 degrees at 7:32, and more importantly, the dew point is only in the low 50s. So it's warm and not too humid. And the stage is being set for Independence Day 2024 celebration. The fireworks barge is going to come in right here any minute, and the fireworks are going to be going off at 13 hours. We have blue sky and altocumulus clouds. There is a high pressure system supplying this calm, beautiful start to the day. The high is gradually going to move offshore. There's a warm front coming in. Those are warm front clouds. Look at those waves, just gorgeous. Anyhow, those kind of clouds usually evaporate, but there are more behind it. Here's the satellite imagery. You see some thicker clouds crossing New York with the boundary between this departing sort of mild, dry air and what's going to become very humid air starting probably tomorrow night. For the Boston fireworks, it's going to become more humid, but for our fireworks, it's going to stay fairly comfortable in the humidity department with a dew point in the 50s. So here's the map this morning, that high pressure system right over southeastern New England, and the warm front well off to the west and north. So it looks like no impact. A couple of days ago, it looked like we'd have thunderstorms in northern New England today, but now looks like they're going to stay in Canada and maybe New York. So we are high and dry in the precipitation and humidity department in New England today. No weather issues. It's not going to be totally sunny, but it's still sunburned weather with a temperature in the mid 80s and the dew point around 50. So we'll probably put the air conditioning in on inside the house today, just because Janet's going to be working really hard in the kitchen and everything. Then the breeze is going to freshen up too from the southwest late in the day. There'll be a light sea breeze today. Usually I say it's race day, but it looks like you guys raced last night, huh, Kevin? I saw you out there. It looked really pretty. Very little in the way of wind department. Wind is going to become a factor, and wind direction is going to become a factor. It becomes a very challenging forecast here, starting really late tomorrow and then through the weekend and into next week. The Boston 5-day shows the temperature today in the 80s, dew point in the 50s. Tomorrow, the dew point still starts at 50, but watch it climb through the 50s into the 60s, and just a little less humid tomorrow evening for the Boston fireworks than was forecast a couple days ago. Dew point of 68, pretty sticky, but it had a dew point of 72 there a couple days ago. So the Euro is just a tad less humid. And when you get your dew point up near 70 and your water temperatures are in the 60s, you got to watch out for the fog coming into the south coast. So fireworks tomorrow night, probably okay from Connecticut to Cape Cod, but then on Friday the fog is going to come in, and then over the weekend it's going to get really windy from the southwest, so that should blow the fog away. Probably still some fireworks celebrations going off, certainly citizens fireworks over the weekend. So it's a really challenging map. Here's the map for tomorrow. You see a lot of fronts. Look at all the fronts across southeastern United States, central United States, southern Canada. And they're going to all kind of gang up on us, and hard to focus the energy. It shows high pressure here this Saturday. Where are we today? It's Wednesday, sorry. The Friday morning map shows high pressure to the north of New England, and that would want to push in some cooler and drier air, but that's not going to happen. Low pressure over the Midwest is going to take its place quickly. So let's just go right to the Euro. 240-hour forecast. High pressure moves off. Wind comes around from the southwest, more so tonight and tomorrow. And then we are going to get a pretty decent southwesterly flow for tomorrow, with some showers and thunderstorms possible in northern New England. And then they're going to press south into southern New England with spot showers and storms and fog probably developing at the coast Friday night. Saturday doesn't look too good. I mean, it shows a lot of isobars, windy from the southwest, probably gusting past 30 at the south coast. And the guidance says that we're socked in with clouds and fog on Saturday, with showers and thunderstorms continuing. And the low goes to our north, and that low is going to be replaced by fairly weak high pressure to our north on Sunday. So in northern New England, the air could be coming in from the north, and southern New England, the air may still coming in from the south. Monday, thickness of 576. Wow, that is steamy air, and it doesn't show much of a organized system until about Monday night, Tuesday. There's another little low going by, and we're going to be on probably the warmer side of the front here for the most part of next week until late, what is it, about next Thursday and Friday, more showers and thunderstorms. Boy, that's a lot of water coming at us off and on, starting here on Saturday. You want to see what that all adds up to in the QPF, quantitative precipitation forecast, from the southern United States, southern Canada, right up through the Midwest and into New England, out to about July 11th or 12th. Wow, there's a lot of yellow on there, isn't there? And if we close in on the Northeast, and I'll just show you the still shot I grabbed this morning of the rainfall lottery returning to New England beginning over the weekend, that shows 6 inches near Edgartown on Martha's Vineyard in the next 240 hours. That's, like I said, a rainfall lottery, but the grass is green and it's gonna stay green if it's already green at your house, and if it's brown at your house and you missed the rain, you may be getting it coming in. There goes Steve on walkabout. T-Rex, something just happened. Sounds like Mommy might be up in the kitchen. That means there's some food stirring. That's right, things are stirring. I worked on the yard a lot. In case you couldn't tell, I had 2 weeks worth of mowing. I stepped right on a bee. The bees love these clovers. And thank you, Doug, for Old Glory. Big Old Glory is going to be seen from all the boats passing by. The barge is going to be incoming. Did some weeding. You can tell which part I weeded right there. And the Montauk daisies, these do get pruned probably about this much or so for July 4th. You keep your Montauks pruned, and then they don't fall as much in the fall. And that storm that chased me out of town 2 days ago dropped 0.47 inches of rain. So the garden is kind of flourishing. Look at this cilantro. Wow. Just planted that from a 3-inch cup not too long ago. Celery, this is all doing well. I got to do a lot of weeding. The rabbits are helping with the weeding. This morning at sunrise, I went outside, and fitting that the tugboat Justice, along with the tanker Pacific Ruby, and trailing was the tugboat Independence. I love these names. Justice and Independence going by early this morning on this just gorgeous July 3rd. It's the biggest day for celebration of the year here in Weymouth, and looks like the weather's going to cooperate. Yesterday, a lot of and more. Very busy day. Starting the day at Bass River, Friends of Bass River water testing with Charlie Neves. And then setting the stage in the neighborhood, Arthur Walker Association, Scott and Kim out there working in the yard and working on our path down to the beach. A lot of fireworks will be going off, citizens fireworks, in all our waterways, including the Bass River area. And it's just what it is. I know they're against the rules, right? But rules are meant to be bent sometimes. And then coming back up here and prepping in our backyard and watching all the boats go by in the sailboat race last night. So there's plenty of and more. Putting on the sunscreen. Hopefully enough of a breeze to keep the no-see-ums away from us this evening. Oh yeah, one more item before the and more. I really appreciate the comments. Lucy and can't really read your name, commenting on the sunset time lapse the other day, and Sterling Sigurdsson in Florida saying, really? Passed out from heat exhaustion? You've got to come back north. It's just gorgeous in Stowe. Temperatures in the 70s, dew points in the 40s. And it's going to get more humid. And I checked out down New Smyrna Beach, Florida this morning. Temperature of 80, dew point of 78 at sunrise. High temperature yesterday was only 90, but the dew point was near 80. So we hear you, Sterling. Tropics, Beryl, looking very sheared, but still a major hurricane, perhaps still Category 4, likely a Category 3, just going south of Jamaica, and then hopefully continuing to diminish in intensity into the Yucatan Peninsula, and then into the southern Gulf of Mexico, and then very close to where Alberto and Chris ended up, with more rain, South Texas and Mexico. All right. And more from yesterday. Steve, look at me. Steve. Hi. All right. And more. And we're on the other side of the pond now, and Coco's here. Coco is going to be an out-the-door weather and more today. Aren't you? Oh, yeah. How can you not put Coco in there? Hi. Good morning. A lot of love in this world. It's still breezy from the north. Here comes Charlie.
Hey, Coco monkey.
We got an assistant water tester. Just gorgeous. Tuesdays have been the best. We've got our little scientific table set up here on Wakefield's dock. They are nice enough to let us use. Wind is still from the north at about 10. Air temperature's 70. That's a little smoke in the sky right there, believe it or not. Otherwise high pressure. And Charlie's got the tricorder in the water. All right, what's the water temperature? Does it say?
24.7.
24.7 Celsius. That's pretty warm. That's well into the 70s.
Yeah.
We've got passers-by. Yay. What a great morning for it. The spirit is building. Independence Day, just hours away. We've got so much to do and so much fun to have. There's the loppers. Tim, grab those loppers and meet me down the hill. Wow, that's a nice boxwood. We need the professional trimmers for that. That's for all these wild cherries and everything. Loppers working fine. Same path. 25 years now, I think. That's where we were, Charlie and TK, about 90 minutes ago on the Yarmouth side, now on the Dennis side. Friends of Bass River. It's a 24/7 job, or pleasure, vocation. Is the wind gonna let up? My friends all said, you said the wind was gonna go light today. Cormorant just doesn't care. Anyhow, path ready for Independence Day. Macy's gonna be in today's video. Hi. Hi.
Amazing.
Oh, the camera, it's like, what is that thing? Kevin pruning on his day off. No days off. Macy's like skeptical, but you're gonna be in there because Anna watches every day. Anna, Macy's being good dog now. Yeah, good girl. That doesn't look like work.
Let's go. Let's go. It's right. The three amigos, man. Sweet.
You can't avoid us. Trying to keep up with the Andrews spirit. CJ7. Gina's by the sea. No matter how nice your Jeep is, your neighbor has a nicer one. And here we are in Bass River Beauty. And what's your name?
That's Lola.
Lola, come here. You want to be an out the door weather and more? I'd say that's a yes. Oh, thank you. It's a Tuesday, and you know how Tuesdays are. They're the nicest days of the week. And I'm not that good at dog braids. What breed is Lola?
Chihuahua mix. She's a mix. Yeah.
Chihuahua mix.
Chihuahua mix.
You would...
Oh, probably mostly Jack Russell.
Jack Russell. Yeah. You would love T-Rex. Our dog is about the same size, but in height, but ours is a little plump. But I'm sure that Lola and T-Rex would have a great time together. Very nice to meet you, Lola. You've got a great view and day out there today.
It is beautiful.
Yay, 140 on a Tuesday, July 2nd. Construction, accident, who knows? Route 6 is gonna chill, 77 degrees on a beautiful Tuesday. Nothing in particular, just kind of regular high volume traffic waves. You know, everything's in waves. 70, 20, 0, 70, 30, 0. This view never gets old coming back into the hood, looking across into Boston. And we can also get a state of the blueberries here on July 2nd in the neighborhood. There are some berries starting to look blue. And that 0.6 inches of rain yesterday probably really helped. Look at those fatties right there. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a good blueberry year. So tempting to go down the beach, but chores. The summer camp at the beach has begun. All of a sudden. Hi, Mitt. Did you miss me? Gone for all of 24 hours. Get you in the out the door today too. With Mizzy and Lola and Steve and T-Rex and Cirrus, the beginning of the Warmare advection, returning on this gorgeous Tuesday. Have I said gorgeous Tuesday too many times? Why don't we mow that lawn? Want to come out and help? There goes the lion. So one thing about all the clovers, the bees love them. And one of the things about TK, I love going barefoot. So of course I run outside and I step on a bee as I'm prepping to mow. Yep. You'd think I would wear shoes more often. All right, I'll put on some sneakers or something now. Chop the clovers. Hope it was just a bee and not a yellow jacket. What is that? I don't know, some kind of bee, different kind. Let the preparations begin. We've mowed half the lawn, and Steve and Doug have found a nice quiet spot. Steve, is that how that chair works? Right. And we got this old flag. This old flag survived. Bobby Ski from Stowe and Weston out in the boat, sending in the drone, getting some video of Steve and TK and DK setting up shop for tomorrow. You like this, don't you? Oh, this new furniture. How'd you like that drone? That was pretty cool. Thanks, Bobby Ski.
But I couldn't be more pleased.
For our next trick, we have racing grills. The new Charbroil that just came in is at 260 and climbing quickly. It's got 4 burners. And the old Weber Genesis Silver is at about 240 and it's only got 2 burners. Game on. In other sunset news, it's Tuesday, but I guess the Wednesday race was moved up a day, which makes perfect sense. So all you guys are out there with your spinnakers, very little wind, but what a night. So the race, look at the spread. You got the red spinnaker, the white spinnaker, the blue spinnaker. Can you ID any of those, Doug? Which one's Jeff?
He's the one with the old-fashioned spinnaker now.
So it's race night.
No more asymmetrical.
The boats are pointed toward the east. It's an incoming tide. I'm guessing that the wind is light from the east out there right now. All right. We've talked enough today, and more and more and more. What a day. Oh, what an evening. Planes are taking off toward the east. All right, that's it. I'll show you a time lapse from today, but I don't think there's much there. Okay, one more. Here we go. Just past 8. Good night for real. See you at the fireworks.